Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jackson on first down. He's going to take off with it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson, open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. On 3rd down, Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
57 for Mike. 57 for Mike. Pilot, 64. Weak. Push him back. Kill.
From the 38, Breeze. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
21. First down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
57's the mark. Kill. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, alert 3. Switch.
On first down, it's Murray. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's Murray. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Yellow lady. Check 48's the mic. Over. You remember me? 21. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 48 right now. Let's go. Ready? Mike 48. Mike 48. Hey, check. 48. 48's the mic. Yes.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 5-9. 48 Mike. 11. It's just me and you. Hey, orbit. Check 48's the mic. Check. Here we go. Rip left. Hey, alert 48.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. So Breeze is going to stay out there. And they're going to go for this on fourth down. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
We ain't giving them nothing today. Check this out.
Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Yellow lady. 48 to Mike. Easy, opposite. That's south, baby. That's baby south. Go. 48 Mike. Check the out.
Throwing on second down. Breeze. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Breeze. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Ingram. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Watch the twist. Big dash. Go. Check. Check.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. He gets it to Brown, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 50. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch out.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Jackson will throw again. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle in the final seconds of the first half as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you over to Orlando. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, Roy. Hey, look, 48. Hey, we got Mike the 48 right now. Let's go. Kill. Mike 48.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
48, Mike. 49.
Breeze now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Hey, let's go.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, watch the screen.
Breeze now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready?
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Let's get this. Hey, kill.
Now Breeze. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Hey, high 7.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
You're good.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
21. Hey, Foxtrot. You got nothing.
Now Breeze on third down. Fighting him off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. first possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 31, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down. Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To throw is Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. On first down, Ingram. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Back now here live in New Orleans. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 4 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. He's got daylight. The 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Again has it complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
I'm going to run you over. 48.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brees. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Breeze. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 59 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Watch the pass. Check 26, check 26.
Jackson now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Breeze able to find the veteran again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Any weapon.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
36. Line 36. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, Breeze. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
Switch it. 6-6. Pull it hard.
He's back to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Kill.
Third and 3.
36. Hey, Delta.
Breeze to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Zoo.
36. Line 36. Let's go.
Easy.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And Ginn's got it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
36.
Hey, exit.
36.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
36.
11.
Watch 36. 36 to
Move.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.